We are back at it again here with another video with the Invest for Tomorrow. To the first time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. To all subscribers, welcome back. Here we are with MMAT MMTLP Inc. And in today's video, we're also going to break down Torchlight preferred shares of MMTLP, as both of them are pulling down while the rest of the market actually was pulling upwards, right? The SPY pushed up upwards, and our SPY bot at 1:35 p.m. sent out a bull indicator, and from that moment forward, inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside, full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 1,000% plus within an hour, guys. As you see it popping up there on the options chain, it was much higher than that. And if you guys want to receive this clarity and edge of the charts, you can now gain access to it as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. So MMAT here is actually doing a triple bottom effect, right? You could see it here. It's hit two dip areas on these three pullbacks. No dip area just yet, and it's going to be important to see if it holds support, while MMTLP is in a dip area right now. And we're going to break it all down in today's video, what our inflow versus outflow is showing as well. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the home run opportunities that were mentioned this morning over at the Discord. So the home runs of the day were spectacular and beyond expectations. And if you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market and receive this edge and clarity of the charts, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So the first home run of the day was from our Tesla bot. Our Tesla bot sent out a bull indicator at 1:35 p.m. And from that moment forward, the inflows crossed the midpoint to the upside. Full strength there on 42 vision, and call options went up 300% plus within an hour, guys. Our second home run, we caught this one early on in the pre-market, pulling downwards. We were not going to chase this one. We were looking for inflows to pick back up, and it was MYO pulling downwards after the bell. It found support, double bottom there, and you could see it bringing itself back up. The inflows crossed the midpoint, full strength on 42 vision, and hit a highest point of 20% plus within minutes, guys. If you guys want to know about these stocks early on in the pre-market, check out the link down below in the description to the Discord. We look forward to having you join us, and we strive for opportunities like these every single day. Let's jump into these charts. So here we are with MMAT MMTLP Inc. approaching a critical level of support here that it's been fighting to stay above. And on MMTLP Torchlight preferred shares, it has broken through key support levels and now below $8.50, guys. And it's even reached below $8 today within the volatility. And we need to break down what's going on here, because we've done a complete transition already from the rip area to the dip area, and hitting another dip area here as well. And same thing here with MMAT, as it's hit a dip area 2 times and completed transitions to the rip areas both times, and from way up here came down, and way back here on November 18th hit a dip area and went into a rip area, as you could see, right? So 42 vision allows us to see the dips to the rips, and from the rips to the dips, and some are stronger and some are weaker, but full transitions here as well in these moves. And right now we're going from a rip area downwards, and we have not completed into a dip area. It doesn't have to if it finds support here, but something to watch. So if it's your first time coming across the channel, 42 vision allows us to see the strength and the weakness in the charts, and we use the bull and bear indicators in the inflow versus outflow as extra layers of confirmation. I'm going to pull them up here as well, which you can now gain access to as well. The link is down below in the description to the 42 vision indicator, getting connected over to our bots, and becoming part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together by receiving this clarity and edge and using these resources to maximize in either direction, whether stocks are going up or going down. And in today's video, I'm going to pull up the inflow versus outflow indicator, which adds that extra layer of confirmation and gives us that edge within the volatility. So here we are, lots of zigzagging, and you could see those inflows when they cross, those bull indicators popping up and the bear indicators popping up, outflows crossing, pure weakness there on the charts, and we just keep on zigzagging here. And it's been a back and forth trying to hold itself up above 180 and rejecting at the key resistance of $2, guys. And in yesterday's video, inflows had actually crossed over. They were slowing down towards the end of the day, and I have stated that we need to see this pull upwards even further away from the midpoint, and based off the history of the chart, it had room to go up towards 0.32, even 0.47, and even up to the highs here of 0.6, and it was only sitting at around 0.13, guys. Well, the outflow started to pick up in the pre-market. That bear indicator popped up after the bell. Outflows had crossed as well, and it fell from way up here at 195 down to 178, found support there again, and it's trying to hold itself up above 180. Very interesting that 178 continues to be a key support level, which we talked about and bounced off of yesterday as it was going towards it, and today found support there again. If the bulls can hold up above that, they can have some strength here to go ahead and possibly get some shorts trapped. Now, the short interest on MMAT is a lot lower than MMTLP based off different sources and information, but still something to keep in mind that the higher it goes, the more it could trap in the possibility of squeezing, right? Quote unquote, on the speculation everyone has. Not financial advice, just my opinions and perspective alone on what I've seen. But 178 is a key support level here. We're back above it, but the inflows need to cross back up here on the 30-minute and on the 15-minute. It's fighting, right? We want to see this continue going higher. It got a bull indicator and a complete transition, but it's back to a red bar here. We definitely want to see this get back over 190, and $2 is pivotal, and above 2 is 210 and 220. And to the downside, 178 is a crucial support, and below that is all the way back down to 170 and 165, as I've actually mentioned in previous videos. Now, on the 1 hour though, if you go ahead and zoom out, we can see here that on the 1 hour, the outflows are about to cross, right? It's sitting right at the midpoint with the inflows versus outflows at 0, right? -0 and 0. So it needs to cross going into tomorrow and confirm. There's 13 more minutes on this 1 hour bar. And if it crosses, this is the first time that we cross again since way back here on November 23rd. And the inflows had just crossed back over yesterday on November 29th, going from 182 to $2. And the last time it crossed, and it was under a bear indicator, it went from 199 all the way to 178. Not guaranteed to do the same thing, but something to not overlook and watch, especially if the bigger picture crosses over. And we're under a bear indicator here since 189, and it tried coming back up to 191 right around that area and rejected again here in the after hours. We definitely want to see this hold above 178. 175, if not, bears are going to try to take over. And to the upside, we want to see this get back above 190 and get back towards $2 and cancel out that bear indicator, get those inflows back over the midpoint, and get a bull indicator in the process. So let's go ahead and look here at MMTLP Torchlight Preferred Shares. It's hit a dip area for a second time, and it's broken through the key support here of 850, hit lows here of 770s, brought itself back up to the 890s, and here it is fighting to stay above $8, guys. It's going to be crucial here as the outflows have crossed again, and in a very significant way. The last time that happened was back here from November 22nd to the 23rd, and the stock dropped from around $11 all the way to $8, and it's been bouncing back up in this consolidation, fighting to get back up, back and forth, but not enough inflows. And I stated this bull indicator had not get canceled just yet, and it was pulling slowly downwards. And if it did get canceled by a bear indicator and these outflows crossed back down, it was going to quickly pull this back down to retest these levels of the recent lows of $8, $8.50 area, or even going lower. And here we are again in a dip area. This is a crucial level here. If it can find support and go ahead and double bottom, right? Not exactly to the T, but at least try to find support within that area and find some strength behind it to go ahead and bring itself back up. It's not exactly to the T. It's trying to fight and stay in that area to bring itself back up. But right now, the inflows need to cross back up. This is crucial. A lot of people state that charts do not matter. In my opinion, they do. They show a story, and they tell us why things are looking weak or looking stronger, right? Even if it's a squeeze or not a squeeze, or long term or short term. In my opinion, it does not matter, and that's just my opinion alone. I could be completely wrong. It's my perspective, but charts do matter, and watching them tell us a story. Now, this is the 30-minute. The 15-minute is trying to fight and get back up. You could see why it rejected there. It tried coming back up, and it actually went ahead and rejected before getting past the midpoint, because if it crossed it, it would have started to reflect into the chart, right? Because once those midpoints get crossed over, there could be some strength into the chart, and it starts rolling over into other time frames, like from the 15-minute back to the 30-minute, and then also we have the 1 hour, guys. And the 1 hour right now has no green, pure red, and outflows are as deeply far down as they almost reached back here on November 23rd when it went to negative 2.09, and it's currently right now at negative 1.92, guys. This is one of the lowest outflows that we've seen since way back here on November 23rd, and then October 14th was just as deep, guys. So we're at some very pivotal levels where it needs to find support and try to bounce back up. And on 42 vision on the 1 hour, it's been under a bear indicator since way up here at $12 and some change, and it's done a complete transition so far from the bright green bars to the dip area here of white with red borders. So I'm going to be watching this area very closely. We want to see this stay above $8, $7.50, get back up to $9, get to $10, and then $11, and then we can start talking about higher levels and these inflows to get back over the midpoint and cancel that bear indicator. I look forward to seeing your thoughts down below. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.